Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. I'm Thelma of Seasonal Crafts and Creations, and today I have for you some Dollar Tree DIYs. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, first I'm doing this Wicked sign, and the paint that I'm using is orange to paint Wicked, yellow and tutorial beige mixed to paint this part of the broom, white for the moon, and black for the hat. And the handle of the broom is territorial beige. All these paints came from Walmart in their apple barrel, and they're about 52 cents a thing. So just get you a little bit of paint out, and right here's where I mix the yellow and the territorial beige. So first, take the jute rope out. You put it back on after it dries. Well, no, you don't have to, because I'm going to put this on a reef. But if you're wanting to just put yours on a wall, then you can save this and put it back on. It's real easy to get off. Just turn it sideways and push it through the hole. Well, it's supposed to be easy anyway. There. And if it's too hard, just cut it. Okay, I'm going to use sponge brush to paint Wicked, and it's going to be an orange. Just go over it with a couple coats, and there'll be no need to add more after it dries, because you already have it as thick as you need it. But if you feel after it dries that you need to put another coat on, go ahead at your own preference. Just be careful when you're at the edges, like right here where the hat is. And this is real easy to do. Just take your time. It really doesn't take long at all to paint these. Just depends on how much detail you want to go into with it. And just set that aside. Now I'm going in with the black for the hat. Excuse me. Let me know what colors you are going to paint yours if you've got one of these signs and decide to do it. If you, I have a giveaway contest going on, and I'll leave in the description the details, but if you want an extra entry into it, in the comments, leave what color you're going to do your sign in, And if you're going to use it by itself to hang, or put blocks behind it for it to stand up, or if you're going to put it in a wreath or something. I need just a tad bit more, because right there's the eye in Wicked, and I forgot to do the dot. Now, since I've got a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and use the paint up, make it a little thicker in some places. Okay. Next, I'm going to do the moon, and that is white. I find crafting real relaxing, and it helps with my anxiety and bipolar and panic attacks. It just calms me. Let me know if any of you deal with the same issue that I do, and if you find crafting to be relaxing and calm you. Now on this white, go ahead and put 2 coats on and let it dry in one time. That way it'll cover up that wood. And make sure you got smooth strokes, no lines in it. Let's see, next I'm painting the handle, which is brown. That was my cat. Don't know what she did, or he, but that was my cat, that noise. Be very careful, like I say, when you're going against the other color, but you can always touch it up. Okay, just dab that, because I'm going to use the same brush in the territorial beige, and let me see what type of color this is. It's called Pale Daffodil Yellow. And just yeah, that turned out real good. See the where I mixed the 2 colors up? Turned out real nice. I love how you can mix colors and make a different shade. I think it's so pretty. I used a lot of yellow and territorial beige, so I have plenty. So I'm going to go ahead and go over and make this thicker. And then we'll set it aside and let it dry while we're working on something else. Okay, next are these 4 little jack-o'-lanterns picks, and they're white foam, and you have to paint them. So we will need some of the jack-o'-lantern orange, and some black. It can be black or it can be jet black. Oh, there it comes. I had a long sticky spot there. Okay, now just get a paintbrush, and I'm going to paint the pumpkin part orange first, and just, you'll also need some of the brown for the stem. I'll just show you how to do one of these. And put a real thick coat on, because the foam absorbs the paint. So I just put one big thick coat on. Doesn't take long at all to paint these. Just remember to paint all the way down to the stick, the little stick. Because you won't know if people will see it or not, and you want it to look nice. Just showing you how to do around the mouth. Go all the way, but not inside. That's where we'll put the black. Alrighty. Now let me get another paintbrush. Now we're going to do the black. Well, I'm going to do the stem first. Just all the way around to where the orange stops, paint it all the way there. Now I'm just going to wipe this off and use it for the black. Just get all the way down in there. Go real slow. Might want to bring your finger up closer to it. That way it'll keep that stem from wiggling around as much. That's what the mouth looks like. Now get as much paint off of the paintbrush as you can for the little nose. Be very careful. Okay, now do the eyes. Really, you might want to get a paintbrush that's kind of pointed and narrow. I don't know what it's called. Just trace around the eye as close, as good as you can. Alright, and that's what it looks like. And just stick it in some foam to let it dry. Okay, while the jack-o'-lanterns are drying, we will work on painting this jack-o'-lantern. You will need 3 of them. Just go ahead and take the jute rope off. You can either be easier just to cut it, apparently. And what I'm doing is just painting this orange and black. So I'm going to use the same color jack-o'-lantern to paint it. Just nice, even strokes. Got some black on it somehow. There. Just cover it up. If you get any colors mixed, just go over it a couple coats. And again, you don't have to use a sponge brush. It's just what I prefer. Just get it nice and smooth lines. Get as close up to the edges of the mouth, eyes, and nose as you can. And it doesn't matter if you get some on the mouth or the nose and eyes, because you can cover it up with the black paint. But try to be careful and not do it if you can. There. I'm just showing you with one how to paint them, and then you can do the other three. You can do them all the same color, or you can paint them different colors. You can put circles in them, you can put swirls. I'm going to make mine just a regular jack-o'-lanterns. And if you have that wood filler or some spackling, you can fill in these holes here. But that's totally up to you. I keep forgetting to get any. Okay. Just make sure it's nice and smooth. I'm going to put a little bit more over here where this black is. Show you how to cover it up. There. Okay, now for the eyes and nose, just use black or jet black. And be very careful. Go slow. Now you don't have to only do paint one of the jack-o'-lanterns stem brown, because you won't see the other ones. And again, go slow so you get to the edges, but you don't push the brush down too far. And I see where I missed a spot. I have to go back in with the orange. So I'm just going to use the small paintbrush. That way I can get in right here. And get down there in between the teeth. And cover up that little bit of black right there. Alright, now let's just set this aside while we work on another project. Okay, our next project, you will need one of these 14-inch reefs frame from the Dollar Tree. And this fabric I bought from Walmart, but you can use any type of fabric you want. You can cut your own, you can get it anywhere you want to. And what we're going to do First, just flip it. Start by gluing the end onto the, sorry about that, I had to untangle my glue gun. Take it and on the second one from the end, put you some glue on there. And just press that on and make it real tight so with the seal, and then just start twisting this around. Every so often you'll use a little glue. Maybe not if you've only got 3-foot fabric. Just make sure you have them even through here, that way it'll look better. And then just glue it on. If you have finger guards, you can pick these up at the Dollar Tree. There's 3 in a pack, and they're all different colors. Okay, now you want to take the other one, make sure you have the top going in the same direction as this one. Now just glue this on. Make sure you get it on the wreath frame. Push down hard. And then start all over again. It won't take that long at all to do this, and I've never made one like this. I just bought this fabric thinking it was something else, and it was just these long strips of fabric. So I decided to try to make a wreath out of it. And these finger guards come in handy, that way you can push down on it. Excuse me. I'm just making sure the top, that it's going in the same direction the fabric is, just to make it look nicer. This is so simple and easy. I didn't really know if it would work. But it seems to be doing fine. Just make sure you push down and get it nice and glued tight. See how it's looking? And then we want to leave a gap so we can put some of this to hang it with. Let me know in the comments if you're going to make one of these wreaths. Because you can use any pattern material that you want. And let's leave it right here. We will glue it down. I'll show you how I'm doing that. You just pull it tight. And glue it. That way this little gap you can put for your wreath to hang on. Okay, now take this and just we're going to make sure tuck this in down. That way it's real nice and even. And then take these and measure it out how long you want it, and then put your glue on it, and you will have the little hanger. And go ahead and add more glue because you're not going to get it all the way to the end. Okay, there's that. Now, this is where the wicked sign comes in. Take the wicked sign, make sure it's even with this. And we're just going to glue it right on. get some more glue stick. Put a good amount of glue. Get that string. I'm just going to push down on it to let it, because you don't want to lift it up if it's not sealed. And here it is. Okay. And for our next project, I'm just taking this little jack-o'-lantern tin bucket and 2 of the round foam things. That's for artificial flowers. And get you some glue, put on it. Just push on it just a little so it sticks. And glue the other one on top of it. Now we're going to take, Dollar Tree had these flowers for Halloween that have the skull in them. There's purple and black. And then they also have the little bitty silver glitter skulls. So what we do, make sure the face is pointing outward. Fluff as you go. Just go around in circles. Make sure you arrange the flowers so they're pointing outward and not in the middle. And then I have a purple, and that did not stay glued. Let me push it. Okay, it's stuck now. Let me take that tag off. I'm doing purple, black, then purple. And then black. Just fluff them outward. Now this one here is going down in the center. Okay, now just start arranging and fluffing. That did not come with it. That spider one was with something else. Now, I could only get, these are those glitter tree branches, purple and black. But it turns out good because the skulls are purple and black. So just center these down in here. Fluff them out. And I have some tulle. It's the black with silver spider webs. Just find the end. And just start tucking it in, but not all the way. You want to be able to see it. And go all the way around and keep going around and around until you have it all tucked in. I'll bring it up and show you what it looks like when I have it all tucked in. It just looks, it shines and glitters, and I think it just looks so much better than moss. Okay. Here's what it looks like going around. Okay, that's that one. Okay, before I go on to the next project, I forgot to put these jack-o'-lanterns in the flower arrangement, so I'm just going to stick them in so y'all can see what they look like. You don't got to stick them too far into the foam, and make sure the face is pointing outward so you can see it. And really, you can just stick them in there without sticking them in the foam. Trying to get it to where it doesn't hide the little skull. I'm going to go around and show you what it, turn it around, show you what it looks like. There we go. It adds some more color to it, I think. Let me know what you think. Should I keep them in, or should I take them out? I think they look cute, but let me know. I'm interested in knowing what your opinion is. Okay, before we continue, I want to show you what I'm adding to the giveaway contest box. I'm going to add this LA Colors bronzer. It's in, the color is Bronzed Beauty. And then I'm adding this facial toner. It's Cucumber Aloe. And that's what I'm putting in today. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this project. Alright, after your pumpkins are all dry, go ahead and line them up the way you want them. And I'm doing mine like this, so just put you some glue, a fair amount. And push down real good. Okay, now do the same for the top one. And make sure you put the top one, the one that you painted, the stem brown. There. and push down on it real good so it's gets a good hold. Okay, now take your this is one of those little signs that say like Merry Christmas on it, and it's got the thing to hang it up. I just painted it white. And then these are those little tumbling tower blocks. You need 2. And what you want to do is flip this over. Make sure the unpainted side, if you left one unpainted, is for the bottom, or it can be for the back of this. But I'm doing mine like this. And make sure you get it nice and flush and straight. And then you just glue it on. Glue it on the back of the pumpkin first. Make sure you put a good amount of glue, that way it'll hold. Push down on it real good so it'll stick and get a good hold. Okay. The way this is made with the ridges right through here, I take them and put it right on the edge here. So what you need to do is just get a lot of glue. And make sure it's centered. And push down and back at the same time. Whoops. Just don't push to where you break it. Break the seal like I just did. Because then you're going to have to re-glue it. But it's no big deal. Now, go all the way to the bottom and push in the front where both of the little blocks are. Push back and then push forward in the back. Now going to lay it down. Now I'll get 2 more blocks. They don't have to be painted. I just like painting the one on the bottom in case you can see it. Now take these and just glue them on there. Put one on the one side and then one on, and lay it down. You just have to let this lay flat, that way it dries without any weight on it. And make sure you've got at least 4 to 5 things of glue before you start out on this, because that's about how much it takes. And again, push down and that way towards the stand. Alright, now I'm going to bring the camera up so you can see it. That's it standing up, and this is what it looks like. Now you can leave it like this as a buoy, which is what I'm doing because I already have one with a bow on top. And you can find some of my bows in my, go to my channel, and I've got some bows that I made for Halloween, and a bow for a big pumpkin that I made for fall. And you can use that and use the Halloween ribbon to make a big bow and put on it, but I'm going to leave mine as it is. I want to thank you all for stopping by and checking out my channel. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. It really helped my channel grow. Share the video with your friends. That helps get my videos out there, and that helps my channel grow. And subscribe to my channel and click that little bell next to it. That way you won't miss any future DIYs and hauls that I do. Have a great day. Bye.